Boney M is a vocal group specializing in disco and funk. 1. Created by German record producer Frank Farian, who served as the group's primary songwriter. Originally based in West Germany, the 4 original members of the official lineup were Liz Mitchell and Marcia Barrett from Jamaica, Maisie Williams from Montserrat, and Bobby Farrell from Aruba. The group was formed in 1976 and gained popularity during the disco era of the late 1970s. Since the 1980s, various lineups of the band have performed with different personnel. Now, let's delve into the intriguing aspects of Boney M, a band that has garnered significant attention and success. Despite its popularity, there have been claims that Boney M is considered the biggest hoax in the music industry. The band, which emerged in the 1970s and continued its journey into the 1990s. Boney M's extraordinary journey through the music scene is a captivating tale of international success and surprising revelations. With a staggering 159 albums sold worldwide since their debut, the group, spearheaded by the visionary Frank Farian, not only conquered their home country but left an indelible mark globally. The shocking revelation that their initial success was a carefully crafted facade adds an intriguing twist to their story. So, who are these enigmatic figures behind Boney M? Formed in 1976, the Euro-Caribbean vocal group comprised talents like Liz Mitchell, Marcia Barrett, Maisie Williams, and the charismatic Bobby Farrell. Rooted in West Germany, the group skyrocketed to fame during the late 1970s disco era, leaving an everlasting impact with hits like Daddy Cool and Rasputin. Although the original lineup disbanded in the 1980s, their legacy lives on as their timeless tunes continue to captivate millions of fans worldwide. The inception of Boney M is a tale of creativity and reinvention. In 1974, Frank Farian, a German singer-songwriter turned music producer, recorded the captivating track, Baby, Do You Wanna Bump? The song, with its deep vocals and high falsetto backing vocals, showcased Farian's multifaceted talent. What seemed like an original composition was, in fact, a clever remake of the popular song, Al Capone, by Prince Buster. Farian, credited as the song's writer, released it under the pseudonym Boney M. The intriguing origin of the name Boney M adds another layer to their narrative. Inspired by an Australian detective show called Boney, Farian stumbled upon the name during the show's credits. The simplicity and resonance of Boney M struck a chord, leading to the birth of an iconic moniker. The early days saw Farian performing as the entire band for live shows and TV appearances, keeping the true nature of Boney M a well-guarded secret. Despite a humble start, the group's success soared, especially after the initial dry release of Baby, Do You Wanna Bump? Turned into a sensation in the Netherlands and Belgium. The revelation that Boney M was initially a one-man show adds a fascinating layer to their rise to stardom, making their story a compelling mix of talent, innovation, and unexpected twists. Even though Boney M may no longer be together, their musical legacy lives on, cherished by millions who continue to groove to their timeless tunes. Farian's quest for the perfect ensemble led to the formation of Boney M, a musical sensation that took the world by storm. The journey began with model-turned-singer Maisie Williams and her Jamaican vocalist friend Sheila Bonnick, along with the addition of the talented dancer Mike. The lineup saw changes, with singer Natalie making a brief appearance in 1975 before being replaced by Jamaican-born Claudia Berry after Bonnick and Mike's departure. The dynamic Maisie Williams then introduced the charismatic Bobby Farrell, an Aruba-based male exotic dancer, to the mix. Marcia Barrett joined the group, succeeding Claudia Berry, who pursued a solo career in February 1976. Together with Liz Mitchell, a former La Humphrey Singers member, Maisie Williams, Marcia Barrett, and Bobby Farrell formed the original powerhouse lineup of Boney M. In 1976, Boney M burst onto the music scene with their debut album, Take the Heat Off Me. Marcia Barrett, having previously recorded for Farian, played a significant role in the album, including the title track and Lovin' or Levin. Farian, known for his studio wizardry, crafted the distinct Boney M sound by combining Liz Mitchell and Marsha Barrett's vocals with his own enhanced voice. Notably, the decision to exclude Maisie Williams from recording stemmed from Farian's perception of her voice, while Bobby Farrell's studio contributions were minimal. The pinnacle of Boney M's success came in 1978, marked by the release of a double A-side single, Rivers of Babylon, and Brown Girl in the Ring. The hit soared across Europe, securing the #1 spot in multiple countries and becoming one of the UK's best-selling singles of all time. Their most successful album, Night Flight to Venus, followed, featuring chart toppers like Rasputin and Paint a Man. Surprisingly, the band faced censorship in the Soviet Union, where their hit, Rasputin, was banned due to its controversial lyrics and subject matter. Behind the scenes, Farian's revelations added intrigue to the group's dynamics. Bobby Farrell, the sole male singer, contributed minimally to studio recordings, with Farian providing the masculine vocals. In contrast, Farrell took center stage during live performances. The surprising revelation in 1978 exposed that Maisie Williams had never sung on the studio recordings, prompting Farian to seek more visually appealing performers for live shows. Consequently, Jamaican session singers Marsha Barrett and Liz Mitchell, along with Bobby Farrell, became the faces and voices that captivated audiences. This behind-the-scenes magic elevated Boney M's live performances, showcasing the synergy and talent that made him a global phenomenon. Despite the revelation that all four members, including Williams and Farrell, lip-synced during studio recordings, their live performances were a mesmerizing spectacle. The addition of backing vocalists enriched the band's live sound, compensating for any perceived vocal shortcomings. People were initially shocked, but the allure of the band's captivating concerts, coupled with the charismatic frontman and his commanding stage presence, quickly became the norm in the late 1970s disco genre. In a candid interview, Maisie Williams shed light on the band's dynamics, stating, "Yes, Frank brought us together for our looks, but we also brought a Caribbean flavor to his sound. Some might say we were Frank's puppets, but in the 70s and 80s, image was as crucial as the music. Fans craved a show, and they cared more about the experience than who comprised the band." The release of Boney M's fifth album in 1980 faced a setback as recording sessions extended into 1981, culminating in the unexpected dismissal of Bobby Farrell due to unreliability. Farian's decision proved disastrous, affecting both album promotion and sales, as Farrell's absence left a void that impacted the band's fanbase. Attempts to replace Farrell with Reggie Sibbo failed to revive declining sales and overall quality. Bobby Farrell's return in 1984 with Happy Song briefly revitalized the band's presence in Germany's top 20 charts. However, the magic of their earlier popularity had waned. Farian's diminishing interest in the group was evident by 1985, marked by the lackluster reception of their eighth studio album, I Dance. Following the 10th anniversary celebration in 1986, Boney M officially disbanded after the release of the commercially unsuccessful single, Young, Free and Single. The separation took a toll on Bobby Farrell, who allegedly lost all his income due to Farian's actions. Farrell's daughter, Zania Farrell, revealed the devastating impact, stating, "Farian deprived Farrell of his rights over Boney M's hits." Farrell, desperate for financial assistance, reportedly signed away everything, including image rights and royalties. The aftermath forced Farrell to move in with his grandmother in the Netherlands, living on welfare. Post-disbandment, various iterations of the band emerged, some approved by Farian and others formed independently by former group members. The legacy of Boney M endured, but the tale behind the scenes painted a picture of triumphs, struggles, and the price of fame. Marilyn Cherubay seamlessly stepped into Liz Mitchell's shoes for a captivating version of the show that kicked off its tour in the first half of 1987. Mitchell made a triumphant return for the second leg later that year, but the ever-evolving lineup saw Marsha Barrett bidding farewell. In the midst of these changes, Bobby Farrell struck a deal to record a new Boney M album independently of Farian. However, when Farrell failed to show up for recording during the tour, and the revelation that Maisie Williams never sang on record came to light, Liz Mitchell took the reins, releasing the album as her debut solo endeavor titled, No One Will Force You. The dynamic duo of Mitchell and Williams continued their tour in 1987-88, introducing new members Celine Duncan and Ron Gale in lieu of Barrett and Farrell. Subsequent changes saw Carol Gray replacing Duncan, while Kurt DeDeron took over for Gale. In an interview, Maisie Williams shared a glimpse into the unique dynamics of the band, stating, "At one time, Bobby and Liz also had their own versions of the band, and we'd cross paths in airports. I still run into Liz occasionally when we're both flying to perform in the same city on the same night. It's all good. It just goes to show there's plenty of demand for Boney M, providing enough work for all of us." Despite her nonchalant tone, the situation must have added an interesting layer of complexity. The untimely passing of the charismatic frontman Bobby Farrell in 2010 cast a somber shadow over the Boney M legacy. Notably, Farrell's demise occurred in St. Petersburg, Russia, the same city where he had performed just a day before. Adding a poignant twist, Farrell's death took place in the same city associated with Rasputin, the iconic subject of Boney M's most famous song. Farrell had even dressed up as Rasputin during some of his electrifying performances. Despite the revelation that neither Bobby Farrell nor Maisie Williams lent their vocals to Boney M's records, the public response remained relatively subdued. In contrast, when Farian pulled a similar move with Milli Vanilli, a massive backlash ensued, leading to the return of their award. It appears that Farian's approach of employing attractive performers to bring his songs to life sparked less controversy in the Boney M era, reflecting the nuanced nature of the music industry during that time. Thank you for tuning into our video. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know whenever we drop another exciting video. Stay tuned.